Hey guys, how's it going? How was your beautiful day going on this beautiful day? It is time for the Week 12 NFL predictions. I completely forgot. I actually have no idea what my record is, so let me go figure that out real quick. All right, so I went 12-2 last week, so that's a W, but which brings our total to 102-50. So I've have 102 wins and 50 losses on the season. All right, starting off with Steelers and Browns on Thursday Night Football. The Steelers are going to win this game. The Browns are terrible, and the Steelers have been rolling. They've been rolling. They've been playing very good football, and I'm going to give them the credit for that. I also think it might still be a close game just because the Steelers, I don't know. It's a North game. Something crazy happens all the time. Let's be real with ourselves. So the Steelers are gonna win 23-10. I think that'll be the final score. All right, next we got the Vikings and the Bears. I think the Vikings win this one. Their offense looked a lot better last week. I will give them that. But it's still just, it doesn't feel put together yet over there with the Bears. They've lost 4 straight. And actually, I'm kind of swaying myself to think that the Bears are going to win this one. And the Vikings have just looked horrible. They're kind of due for one. Honestly, never mind. I'm going to change my mind. I'm going to say that the Bears win this one. With their good defense against the Vikings' good defense, the Bears' offense looked a lot better last week. After the firing of Shane Waldron, and the Vikings, just their offense hasn't looked great. This whole Vikings team, they haven't been that good in recent weeks, not as good as they started off the season. So I'm gonna say that the Bears win this one because it is also a home game for the Bears. They're 4-2 at home. They've lost their last 2. They actually started 4-0 at home. I think they win. I'm gonna go Bears win 27-20. Lions and Colts, this is not going to be close. It's the Colt or the Lions are going to destroy the Colts in this game. It's not going to be close. It's going to be a massacre. That's just how the Lions do, and the Colts are not a good enough team to stick with how good the Lions are. They're probably the best team I've ever seen in my life. I've seen some freaking amazing teams. The Lions are miles above anything I've ever seen before. I think the Lions just destroy them 41-10 or some crazy crap. And I hope they do. I love you, Colts fans, but I hope you get destroyed 41-10 because Denver needs you to lose this game to give us a little bit of a cushion if we hopefully win this week. So please, I hope you guys lose. Even if you do only lose by like 3, but just lose. Now we go to the Patriots and the Dolphins. I think the Dolphins have been rolling with Tua back. Their offense has looked a lot better. And the Patriots just are not a good team. Whether Drake May's playing great, but even with Drake May playing great, it's not enough for them to win games. And I think that I think this could be a very trap game-ish for the Dolphins, but I think that they can weather the storm and win this one. I'll go 27-24. I still think it'll be a close game. I really think that the Patriots could possibly win this game, but going to give the edge to the Dolphins and say 27-24. The Giants and the Buccaneers. I think the Buccaneers win. The Giants are starting Tommy DeVito. As much as he is a good personality, I guess he's not really a great NFL football player, but I think Baker Mayfield, this offense has looked good, and honestly, the Buccaneers are losing close games without Mike Evans, and Mike Evans is coming back. And their offense really hasn't skipped too much of a beat. It still looked pretty good even without him. So I think with Mike Evans back, this offense of the Buccaneers is really going to attack the Giants defense, and the Giants won't be able to do anything. Buccaneers win 27-10. Cowboys and the Commanders. The Cowboys are like legitimately one of the worst teams. Like they are my least favorite team to watch. I absolutely hate watching Cowboys games. I actually turned off the Texans game because I could not watch the Cowboys play football. I hate it. The Commanders are going to win this one. They're a much more put together team. They're a better team. The Cowboys are without Dak. And honestly, this team, if they can't pass, they already couldn't run. So the Cowboys are awful. I'm going to say 34-10, probably 34-15 at best. Whatever. The Cowboys are getting destroyed in this one. All right, the Chiefs and the Panthers. As much as I'd want the Panthers to win this game, I think it would be funny, and I think it would be a good story, especially for Bryce Young. But I really think that the Chiefs are gonna handle their business, of course. We'll go 20. I mean, they haven't won a single. It's been all close games with the Chiefs this year, so it's hard to believe that they're gonna blow out a team. But if they're gonna blow out anybody, the Panthers are pretty horrible. So I don't know why you wouldn't blow them out. Chiefs win 27-10. Now we go to the Texans and the Titans. This is an easy Titans win. Or not Titans. This is an easy Texans win. The Texans, oh my goodness, I can't speak to save my gosh darn life. The Titans have actually looked better in recent weeks, and the Texans continue to look worse. And as I said in my reaction video, the Texans are the biggest pretenders in all of football. I don't pose them as a threat at all in the playoffs. In fact, I think they're 7-4. I think they are the worst playoff team right now of the playoff picture. And yes, I know my Broncos are in there, and maybe I'm being a little biased, but I genuinely think the Broncos are better than the Texans right now. The Texans don't look good, and even though they beat the Cowboys 34-10, that was a painful game to watch on their side of the ball too. It wasn't just a painful game to watch for the Cowboys. I still think the Texans win this one 23-17. The Broncos and the Raiders, please. This is the game that really tests whether the Broncos are still the Broncos or if this is really a new team and I should really be happy for them, because Denver is on a roll. They have played amazing games versus their last few opponents, excluding that Ravens game. Played amazing all season in every single game except for this Ravens game since like week 4. We have been in every game and we have given every team a run for their money. This is where Denver would do some stupid crap and drop one to the Raiders and give us a whole hell of a lot harder chance to make the playoffs. Okay? This is a must-needed gimme game, Denver. Must-needed. I'm going to pick you to win, and dear God, you better. This is just one that they would lose. It's one that they would lose. It's been 8 years of this, Denver. This is one that you've always lose. To prove to me that you guys are finally a new team. Finally a new organization. Finally a team that can do anything in the playoffs or do anything in any sort of good football fashion. This is a game you win. Please win. Please win. Please win. Denver, I swear, please win this game. 30-17, Denver wins. Because that's how much they should win by. Please, Denver, please, Denver. If we get out of this game 6-6, I'm going to lose it. We get in a position, the last 4 or 5 years, we've been in a position. I think we've been 6-5 at the 11 game mark, like 4 or 5 straight years. And look how that's turned out for us. I'm losing it. We need to win this game. Now we got the 49ers in the Packers. 49ers have looked mid. The Packers defense has looked great, but their offense, honestly, last week did not look very good. I mean, they didn't win that game. I mean, it's the same thing I would have said about the Broncos. The Packers didn't win that game. The Bears won that game. You just got lucky enough to get a blocked kick in the final seconds to save your life. But you didn't win that game. I'm going to be honest with you. This is going to be a real test for both teams. I think that the Packers can win. They're at home. But I also know that the 49ers needed a whole lot more, because they are now 1 game behind the Cardinals in this division. You're tied with the other 3. This is a huge game. This is huge for the 49ers, and they need it. They big boy need it. But yeah, the Packers do. This is a game for them to kind of make a statement for themselves right now, because they kind of have been looking rocky. Their offense needs to kind of pick up the pace because it's looking a little scary. And I think this 49ers defense can bring that out of the Packers. They can scare the Packers into a loss here. So I'm going to pick the Packers to win, but it's going to be a very close 27-26 finish. Now we got the Seahawks and the Cardinals. Seahawks coming off of a great win against the 49ers, one that they needed. Cardinals coming off of a bye. I think the Cardinals win. I know it's in Seattle, but Seattle hasn't been good at home at all this year, honestly. And realistically, they're coming off of a game where it was endgame heroics, but I don't think it was a game they should have won. I think the 49ers honestly should have won that game, and I think that they escaped. The Seahawks escaped that game with a win. I think they're going to ride a fake high into a game against the Cardinals, and I think the Cardinals can really win. I really do. Their offense has looked good this season. Kyler Murray has looked amazing his last 3 games. And James Conner has looked good all season. So I think that the Cardinals can win this one 24-21. Now, Sunday Night Football, we got the Eagles and the Rams. A game, again, we're talking about this division 3 games in a row. The Rams absolutely need it, but the Eagles look like a juggernaut right now, and I really don't think that they're going to be beat by the Rams. I think the Eagles are going to keep rolling. Saquon Barkley is on a mission to get that rushing title. We've heard him say it. He wants that rushing title, and I think he goes and makes a statement, and this offense has just looked a million times better recently. This defense has looked amazing all season. I think that the Eagles got this one. I'm going to go 34-14. Ravens Chargers on Monday Night Football. I need the Ravens to win this one. Please. We need to take the Chargers down. The Broncos are screwed in the playoffs. I don't know why we don't have a chance anyway. Against any playoff team, we can still make the playoffs. But I would like for the Chargers to start losing. Excuse me. That was rude. Anyway, I would like the Chargers to stop losing games. Ravens coming off of a tough loss. And again, I've said it. Ravens coming off of a loss are probably a team nobody wants to see the Ravens coming off of a loss. Fortunately, they're going against the Chargers. I think the Ravens beat the crap out of them. I'm going to go 42-10. Not that I think that the Chargers are bad. I'm not going to go 42-10. I'm going to go 38-10. Not that I think the Chargers are that bad or anything. But I think the Broncos are on a very similar level to the Chargers in terms of how good their teams are right now. And it's kind of the same situation. The Ravens are coming off of a divisional loss against them. And I think that the Ravens can beat some booty against the Chargers just because they're that good. Actually, I'm going to change this whole. I'm going to go back on what I said. I'm going to go 34-27. You know why I think it's going to be a close game? The Ravens' pass defense is horrible. I know they didn't let a touchdown last week, but the Ravens' defense is not good at all. The Ravens' pass defense is the worst in the league, and Justin Herbert is playing like an MVP. And I think this is going to be like a Bengals-Ravens game. I think it's going to be a very high-scoring game. I know the Chargers have the best scoring defense in the league and all of that, but if we remember a couple weeks ago, the Broncos played the Ravens after a loss. They were the best scoring defense, the best defense, like yards per game-wise or yards. They were like the best defense, and the Ravens still scored 41 points on them. So I think it's going to be a high-scoring game both ways. 34-27, the Ravens win. All right, so that is going to be it for today's video. If you guys did enjoy it, please leave a like and subscribe to the channel, and I will see you guys in the next one.